Let's move to match day, match point number 4 now, and we must speak of the run-up to the playoffs. The race to the playoffs for Pune has begun. They very much sit in the top 4. Net run rate is something they'd like to improve on. But with 6 wins now, they're doing a lot better than a lot of people expected. Remember, second from bottom last year. If we look at the teams that they still have to play, and I wonder how much IPL sides look at their schedule, especially at this point, to see where are my tough games, where can I definitely not afford to lose or slip up. They've got Kolkata, the game that we're focusing on. Then they've got Hyderabad. So 2 teams that currently sit in the top 3, both away from home. Then Delhi, you might just have a Delhi team that's out of the tournament by then. Will that make a difference? And then they end at the MCA Stadium at home against Punjab. It could very well be a toss-up that between Pune and Punjab, a straight knockout. Sanjay, you've been with an IPL team. Is it this time where you start looking at your schedule and fixtures and start identifying certain games being more important than others? How would you look at that runoff? Is it an easy finish for Pune, or is it tricky?
And for the teams which are below you, you definitely know that their motivation is dropping. And for a team like RCB, for a team like who do not really have a chance to make it to the playoff, you know that half of their minds are basically on the plane back home. So it's easier to play for the teams which are below you, but the added advantage for the teams above you is the playoff spot, wherein they want to finish at the top, but they are bound to slip. They're bound to slip because no team can go through a tournament of like winning all the games. And that's where some of the teams might tire, some complacency might creep in teams like KKR and MI, and that could work in favor of a team like RPS, who is resurgent. Okay,
would you be tempted to keep your goals small and say top 4 finish? Let's not get ahead of ourselves for top 2, in which case a Kolkata or a Hyderabad result might be a bonus, and let's focus on beating Delhi and Punjab because that will be enough. Would that be an approach that you take, Hoggy? 45 seconds.
No, definitely not. I wouldn't be taking the easy option. I'd be trying to go out there and win every game I possibly could. And the thing is, if you get in the top 4 and you beat those Kolkata and Sunrisers who are above you, well, it starts putting pressure on those 2 teams because they start to worry if they play you in the finals. And if you beat them now, this time of the tournament, they'll start to panic because they're not certain to be going through the finals at the moment either. And you want to try and cause them to have a few headaches where they think, right, is this our right combination? You want to put them on the back foot and try and get them to make changes. And the good thing about Gujarat, they won a good, Pune, they won a close game the other night. Yep. Stokes is in form, and their main players, Tripathi, Tawari, Smith, who haven't been getting the runs, they did it without them.
And the game against Kings 11 will be a massive game because Kings 11 also are in with a chance because they still have 5 games left, and they are in a chance because they can get to that 14 or the 16 number, the points mark, and it could potentially be a quarter-final for a team like RPS and Kings 11 when they face off each other.
I wonder who will be backing. But yes, we'll come to it. There's a reason Sanjay was keen to make that point, but at such a big game, it almost seems to fit perfectly in the schedule that the 2 teams that are vying for what could be the only spot in the playoffs come up against each other towards the last weekend of the IPL.